talking about the Alchemist today. Well, a couple things need to be said well beforehand. I would not count the Alchemist as a primary combat character. He's a support character. With all that said, he does do a lot of things well. The other part about this particular video is not going to show, he's going to do fine, I'm sure, but it's not going to show his true strength, because his true strength comes when there's multiple monsters on the board. If you are a group that plays with more than one monster on a tile, then the Alchemist's fantastic, mainly because of the dissect ability. He has two of these cards. One he starts with, and the other's a blue, a green novice card. You're saying, well, it's already out and you haven't even started. Yes, it is. The Alchemist starts with Dissect Hero card in play. You also see that he has Relic and Focus items and Adventure gear. Relic and Focus items may be equipped in either the primary or the secondary slot. Doesn't really matter. I have them in this, so it's easy for me to remember. But it doesn't really matter at all. Focus items help with building potions, and relic items deal with potency. And so anytime an alchemist makes a potion, and it's all about potions with the alchemist, you'll roll the build, and if you build it, fantastic. After you've built it, you roll how powerful it is, and that has to do with the relics. So the focus and the relics really become pretty important for the Alchemist. Dissect is in play. You may place one defeated minion or ingredient on this card, which counts as that ingredient. The ingredient remains on this card until the card is revealed. And when you look up here, he has 1 d10 and 1 fate die like all novice heroes. He gets to ready 1 ingredient. He has 4 hit points. He has adventures gear, so 5. He's a low hit point guy, but he's going to get to ready an ingredient, whatever ingredient I want. He is an arcane based hero. Like I said, it's going to be interesting because there's only one monster type out here. When you understand Dissect, it says you may place 1 defeated minion. That has nothing to do with you. If another hero defeats that minion, you can put that minion on this card. If you have 2 Dissects in play, you can place 2 different kinds of minions or the same kind of minion on the card, and you'll use that as you create potions. So the other part of the Alchemist, which is pretty unique and extra special cool, we'll just read it because that's why it was written. A potion can be stored. Let's say he builds a vitality potion. He just keeps that potion in his inventory. A potion can be stored. So let's say I've made a vitality potion. I'm storing it. There's a range on the potions. If he's adjacent, obviously you can hand that potion to a hero and that hero can use that potion. The range is the distance that Alchemist can throw the potion in squares. So let's say the hero is here and the vitality potion has a range of 3. I can actually throw this vitality potion to the acolyte in this case. However, this hero, the hero catching the potion, has to roll a non-combat action target number 3 or the potion's lost. And you can do that with shadow potions, lucky potions, vitality potions, all of the potions except for his attack potions. Attack potions are range throw damage. So there's a lot of things going on with the Alchemist. You have build, potency, you have ingredients based off of the monsters that are out there. He's basically going out and dissecting them. And then he can throw potions to other heroes. It'll be pretty interesting to see how he does against just simple grubbers. Grubbers aren't even the best choice for him. He becomes extremely powerful when he's fighting the more powerful creatures. The Alchemist says I can ready an ingredient, so I'm just going to search through my deck and ready an ingredient. So I'm going to store Sickle Spore. It has the keyword ingredient at the top. This card is required along with any other listed ingredient to play certain potion cards. And we'll get to it. My cards: Anti-Venom Potion, Focus Potion, Shortcut, I'll talk about this because it's a very powerful card, Shambler Bone Dust, and Lucky Potion. Obviously, you recognize the support potions is what they are. Much like the Trickster, each of these potions has a very specific ingredient. So, for instance, Anti-Venom Potion requires Crawler Eye and Shambler Bone Dust. Focus Potion requires Sticky Goo and Crawler Eye. And why the shortcut card is so nice is you can create one potion with one less ingredient, but the potion cannot gain a potency effect bonus. Now let's get into kind of what you'll see as far as the bonuses. So, range 4, that means I can throw it 4. It's a build 2, has a heal keyword, potency 5 potion, requires tailless teeth, grubber eyes, grants +1 hand size, clears the curse status effect, you gain 1 threat, potency is you get +1 draw from the next treasure draw. And so you can actually throw that to, say, the Brigand, who's already receiving bonuses for treasure draws, and he's just drawing tons of treasure cards. If the Alchemist doesn't move or moves cautiously, it's a -1 build number. There's other ones that have potency bonuses. So let's see what I'm going to do. I suspect these turns will go pretty fast. So I have Shambler Bone Dust, which Sickle Spore and Shambler Bone Dust does not create any potion I have. Shambler Bone Dust does in fact create the Anti-Venom Potion with the Crawler Eye, so I could create an Anti-Venom Potion right now, but obviously there's nothing here that can poison me, so that would not be something that I'm going to do. Shortcut's the card I'm keeping, so basically I have to decide how much I'm moving and then keep the shortcut card. So I know I'm going to keep shortcut. Now I just need to decide what I'm moving. Let's go ahead and move 2. I haven't played any cards that cost AP, so I'll give myself full hand size. I wish I could have built that lucky potion because it would increase my hand size. I give the darkness 1 AP based off of the monsters here, and I'm ready for the second turn. Much like any of the other videos, the first turn is, it's always going to be a little minor. Oh boy. So, let's look at some of his interrupt cards. He has a card called Headbutt. Does 1 damage. It's obviously an interrupt. You attack 1 target in range. The attack uses the Helm item quality to determine bonus d10s. I don't have a bonus, so I would just roll my base 1d10, 1 fate die. If I had a green helmet there, I'd get another d10. If I had a blue, I'd get 2. If I had a gold, I'd have 3. And if it was an orange or purple, I'd have 4 extra dice when I headbutted. So, that's one of his counterattacks. Like I said, the shortcut can help me out. I know the deck pretty well. So I know a Crawler Eye and Sickle Spore create some of my damage potion. Yeah, I'll keep that. Ditch these. Move 2. Yep. Like I said, having messed with them, if you know the Trickster, you have those turns, then suddenly everything happens, and that's kind of how the Alchemist is. Oh no, potions, that's bad, but I got some hustles, so I can decide to move up to the Captain, pretty hardcore, by the way they get their 1 AP, or I can hang back and deal with the minions. I don't want to corner myself, but still, let's take the opportunity to get rid of the Captain if I can. For 1 AP. I'll just go ahead and play the second one. For 1 AP. Obviously I'm aggressive moving. That puts me at AP 4. I have my shortcut and my Sickle Spore in place. I think I'm going to be in really good shape for killing the Captain. I get 1 AP. Shortcut, Shrug It Off, which is an interrupt, ignores 1 damage. Abyssal Draught, that was clearly, since I hadn't been getting my damage potions, I knew. So you see here, it has damage 3, range 3, minus to the build, minus to the potency. Attack build, build 4, malice 2, So if I play this card, the Malice Pool would gain 2. It's a massive attack. It's a potency 8, and it's considered a potion. Requires Shambler Bone Dust and Sickle Spore. Attacks one target within range. Potency is +1 damage, so if I roll the potency, this does 4 damage, and it increases the Malice an additional 1. I also have the Shadow Potion, but really I am doing what I intended to do for sure. So I'm going to move 1. I'm going to play Shortcut. I may create 1 potion with 1 less ingredient. Oh, that costs an AP. So 1, 2, 3. So if I move here for my 1, play that, they will activate. I will run the Darkness cycle, draw the card. If the Darkness activated in a refresh phase, it did not. Then no interrupt cards can be played. It is not a refresh phase, so I will be able to play interrupt cards. The Mucker has 3 movement, so he's definitely going to get to me. The Grubbers have 3 movement, 1, 2, 3. They can't get to me, so they'll line up behind me. So I have to deal with the Captain attack. The Captain, the Mucker, rolls 2d10, attacks me twice. I don't want to be prone. That's all that matters. I cannot be prone. 6 and 5. He definitely hits me, so I will shrug it off, and I can do that and still play my potion. So I will ignore that damage. Misses me, rolls Arcane, nothing happens. So that was a really good turn for me. My turn, obviously, continuing. I will play the Abyssal Draught for 2 AP. I have to build it. If I fail to build it, I still played the card. I moved cautiously here, so we'll carry this over. Focus to build. Build 4. I get a -1 target under build, so the build is 3. Obviously, if I have a better focus, it's easier for me because I gain bonus dice. My build was 4, -1, rolled a 3. Thank goodness, because that would have been a disaster. So it's built. I have the Abyssal Draught. Now I roll for potency. Once again, it's only 2d10. I need a target number 8. I did not get it, so it's not going to do any extra damage. But I throw. Throws the potion. Potion hits the captain. Captain dies. That leaves a treasure. It's filled, so... So Vitality Potion. Tailless Teeth. Rubber ears. Obviously I can get those, and both of them are together, so yay. Volatile Mixtures, Crawler Eye, and Sickle Spore. And it's a 1/3 cone attack. I don't have any Crawler Eyes, but I definitely want to keep that, because that's what I'm going to use to defeat the other guys. Move here and pick up this treasure. I'll have to go to the other table to pick a treasure. I got 1 gold. I know I'm not going to be doing anything else, so I might as well move again. Definitely keeping that. The Vitality Potion might be smarter because I can probably make it quicker than I can, but that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I could have put one of those other components, the grubber ears, there, but to be honest, it would be, I think, kind of a waste because I have grubbers out here. The idea is when there's a monster type out here that you don't have cards for, you wouldn't play that card. You just use the defeated minions to manufacture those particular types of ingredients. They got their 1 AP. I got my 5 cards, and we're ready to go. So I'll definitely keep the Sickle Spore. Play the Sickle Spore, keep the Volatile Mixture. Move 2 more. get their 1 AP. Alright, so we'll play Crawler Eye and Volatile Mixture. It's 2 AP. So they will activate after this is done. I have to build it first, and let's hope I don't screw up. I have not moved, but I could move aggressively to get the bonus. No, I can't move. I can move full to get the bonus. Let's do that. So I'm here. Build 3. Got it. Potency 7 minus 1. Got it. So it does +1 damage. So it would be doing 2 damage to everyone in a 1-3 cone area. It has a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to kill these 3 guys. Which spawns another treasure. I'll put it right there. I don't care. I didn't reduce my threat from the last turn. And then I just killed 3. They will activate. If there are less than 4 minions, spawn a captain. There's no lairs. So mini bosses are done. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I receive 1 attack. 5. Does not hit me. So I'm done. And I have these 3 guys to go. Go ahead and tail his teeth in the dissect spot. That's my damage card, but it's a big damage, and I don't necessarily care too much about it. This will get me through my hand faster. But I also know those grubber ears were together in the first hand, the first go through. Maybe a while before I get it, but I'll do that. Lower my threat. They get their AP. Definitely keeping this. I'm going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. That'll be 1 AP. Oh, I got to keep this now. Change of plans. Maybe not a good idea, but I'm okay with that. And he will activate if I play 1 card. So I have my shortcut card. Shadow Potions are Tailless Teeth and Sickle Spore, which I have, so I'll go ahead and play the Shadow Potion. That'll give me the 1 AP I need. I got to build it. I failed to build it. Actually, I failed to build it. So I don't have the Shadow Potion. Nothing else happens. They're going to attack. We'll run the Darkness Cycle. If no hero is within 2 squares of another, spawn 4 minions. There are no lairs. They're going to attack. I have the Headbutt. Counterattack. Go ahead and play that now for the 1 AP. Attack 1 target in range. I only have the 1d10 though. 3. I don't hit the grubber, and now let's see if the grubbers hit me. Grubbers don't hit me, so it's a standstill of ineptitude. I have my shortcut though, so these cards are cleared. Definitely keeping shortcut. Yeah, Alchemist flies through his deck. Yeah, I wouldn't advise playing the Alchemist if you're playing with 1 or 2 people. But when you're in a party, the Alchemist is extremely fascinating. I'll go ahead and pick up this treasure. I got a green, and I pulled the Amulet of Courage, which is not really going to help me much, but hey, you know, every little bit. Hustle. Keep the shortcut. Ditch these. They get their AP. I'll get my cards. Sigil Spore goes there for sure. And my shortcuts, so it's just a matter of time. They get their AP. I should probably do it right here. No, it doesn't. Obviously, same thing. Stick with the plan. They get their AP, they attack. Boom. Roll. 3. Hey, 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 2 hit points. Alright, Volatile Mixtures, Crawler Eye, and Sigil Spore. So we'll play this, get their 2 AP. I gotta build it. It's best if I actually am a little aggressive, so box in the potency, that is. Build is 3. Got it. Potency is 6. Nope, no extra damage, but still 1/3 cone. Those 3 guys die. It spawns a treasure. The treasure turns into gold. And the Alchemist did it. Takes him longer, but then again, he's not a primary attack character. I could have built tons of potions and thrown them to my allies to support, but that doesn't help when you're the only person out in one of these demo things. Green cards, Calamite Shard. It's an ingredient. Dwarven Fortitude, interrupt, ignore all damage from minions this darkness cycle. And then I can draw an amount of hero cards equal to the amount of damage ignored from this attack. So clearly, bring them on, give me a bunch of cards, and I'll make a bunch of potions. Mom's Grog, or Master of Masters Grog. Build 3 requires Grubber Ears, Shambler Bone Dust, and Calamite Shard. Restores 2 vitality and gain 1 damage next rush for the next rush attack. Potency, you get to reroll the failed attack D10s once. And so for anyone who is a dual wielder, you know, throw that to them and they become extra special good. Gnashing Teeth, Tailless Teeth, Sticky Goo, Calamite Shard. This attack affects all adjacent targets. Potencies plus 2 damage and gains the keywords massive. And so if you hit the bonus, the potency bonus, potency's 9 is hard, but you're going to gain the massive and do 2 damage to everyone adjacent to where you're throwing it. You could possibly do 3 damage to everyone adjacent. So it's a captain killer. It's pretty fantastic, but it's a 3 AP card, and it's very tough to build and get the extra potency. And then last but not least, he has another dissect. So that's the Alchemist. Don't sell him short. It is a single hero. You know, he's not a soldier, he's not a brigand, he's not an apprentice. But as a healer, he's very good because you can build vitality potions often, and I could have many times, but I also had to deal with attacks. If I'm only dealing with having to support a party, I could create almost all those potions very, very quickly. I'm not saving my shortcuts and my ingredients. So, just as an addendum to the video, I'm just going to go through the deck one time, trying to make other potions other than attacks, since I'm not going to worry about attacking. And part of it, just like any character myth, you have to know your hero. The ingredient I'm going to ready is going to be a Crawler Eye. When you want to do damage, you want to store Sickle Spore. If you want to do the buffs, Bone Dust and Crawler Eyes really help out. The Crawler Eyes important to a lot of things. Deal my cards and see what we got here. Hey, a lot of ingredients. Only 1 potion, Crawler Eyes and Shambler Bone Dust. So I'll play Shambler Bone Dust, Anti-Venom Potion, and so I have an Anti-Venom Potion. That would be 1 AP, but I'm not going to worry about even tracking AP. I'm just going to go through it and show you how many potions I can create if I'm not worrying about damage. So that's 1. I have to decide what to keep. Definitely keeping Sticky Goo. gonna store sticky goo. It's in a decent enough potions that it's kind of an important one. But there's a lot of parts in the first half of my, a lot of ingredients in the first half of my deck, so that may not bode well. The deck maybe made me a liar. I'm not gonna worry about that. Sticky Glue and Crawler Eye for the focus potion. That's 2. I'll keep Shambler Bone Dust because I don't have to worry about those, like I said. Because his threat's low, he doesn't even have to worry about getting attacked all that often. Tailless Teeth and Sickle Spore. Sticky Goo and Grubber Ear. Well, I can't do the Vitality Potion, unfortunately. If I keep the Sickle Spore, I will be able to do the Shadow Potion most likely, or I can just, oh, never mind. I can do Sickle Spore, Shadow Potion, because I'm also playing Shortcut, and I'll keep the Shambler Bone Dust. Keep the Shambler Bone Dust, Shortcut, Sickle Spore, Shadow Potion, which means I've created the Shadow Potion. These are all assuming that I've made my build and potency rolls. This is the last time through. Let's see if I can do anything. I get attacked with Abyssal Drought. But, yeah, both my Vitality Potions were late. No pieces or parts because they're all there, so I think that will call it, yep. So one time through, not worrying about attacking, I was able to make, what is that, 5 hands, 3 out of 5 hands. I was able to make 3 potions. Obviously, if I'm looking for Vitality Potions, I can keep Grubber Ears and immediately, if you're playing right, you can probably produce 2 Vitality Potions every time through your deck. With the regular Vitality Potion, will get you 4 Vitality. If you hit the potency, you restore 6, and so you're looking at that or that. So that's the Alchemist. He's super fun to play, intriguing, and if you're into support characters, he's one of the more fun ones, and I love the Focus Relic.